Welcome back to the 2024 Big Sky Conference Kickoff Media Day.
Welcome back to the Big Sky Kickoff here on Scripps Sports. Kyle Hansen alongside Megan Robinson with the Big Sky Conference. And we are joined by our second coach of the day, Mr. Brian Wright, the first-year head coach for the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. Coach, first of all, thank you so much for joining us here. And you've had a few months in Flagstaff now as you get ready for the first game in the fall camp. So just talk us through what it's been like since you've taken the job.
Yeah, thank you. And great to be here. Thanks for having me. Flagstaff's been great. Great community. It's been, a lot of fun. Getting started with our new team there at NAU. We have a tremendous facility and a great group of people to work with every day, so it's been a lot of fun.
Coach, you won 2 Big Sky titles as an assistant at Montana State. You know what it takes to win in this conference. What does it take?
Well, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of great players. Certainly, we had a great group of players to work with my time at Montana State, and it all starts there. And we've worked extremely hard recruiting to Flagstaff to, really assemble a great group of young people to give us the talent needed to have success.
Coach, you're coming off your first head coaching job at Pittsburgh State at the Division II level, Division II powerhouse. So what was the learning curve like, kind of jumping into that role even at the D2 level? What was it like kind of learning into that role that you're now going to carry with you to Flagstaff?
Yeah, well, I had the opportunity to be the interim head coach at Florida Atlantic before that, so I kind of jumped into that seat earlier on in my career, and Pitt State just allowed me really to take all the great things that I'd learned from a lot of great coaches along the way growing up in this profession, and and with a great group of kids, and certainly it was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work to get that back to what they were used to in Pittsburgh, Kansas. And it's really the same formula that we're working on right now, and building those relationships and developing our kids to be the best they can be.
I mentioned your championship experience at Montana State, but you also have playoff experience from your time at Pitt State. How can you use that experience to propel your team to a playoff berth this season?
Yeah, we break it down daily, and we talk about going 1-0 every day, and trying to reach our full potential, whether that's on the field or off the field. And if we do that and create the right habits on a daily basis, that'll give us the opportunity to have a chance to the postseason.
Coach, we take a look at your schedule here coming up, and another rugged schedule, right? You got a lot of these teams that were voted atop the Big Sky Conference. You're playing at FBS Arizona, and then Utah Tech, Incarnate Word, another really great FCS program. So what excites you about this schedule as you're about ready to get going?
Well, we're certainly going to be tested early. Mm-hmm. You play a program like the University of Arizona, and then go, three road trips in a row there. To really see what we're made of, playing a couple really good teams in the FCS as well, and Utah Tech and Incarnate Word. So I think we'll see what we're made of right there early on in the season.
Coach, when you were at Pitt State, you played against one of your current players, Johnny Bottorff, when he was at Missouri Western State. What do you remember about him during your time at D2 level?
Well, I remember, him leading that offensive line and how tough he was. They had an extremely tough offensive line. It was led by Johnny, and so I was happy to see his face when I showed up in Flagstaff.
As you kind of get rolling here, Coach, with NAU, how familiar were you with the program in the first place? And then since you've been there, what's maybe been the message or the things you guys have been trying to implement as a staff with this team as you get rolling?
Yeah, my time in Bozeman, and we had the opportunity to come to Northern Arizona and play in the Dome, and so that was my familiarity with that. And boy, that day we got our butts beat in the Dome by the Lumberjacks, and so since that day I had seen really the potential of what this program could become. And really from day one when I showed up, again, it was all about the people. The people that I get to work with every day in the athletic department have just been tremendous so far, and so that part really excites me. Our new facility has allowed us to, I think, raise the standard of recruiting there. And then, like I said, we're just, trying to build the right work ethic and the habits required to have a championship program.
Coach, I mentioned Johnny. Danny Robledo is also here. They are both captains. This is both their second year on the team. What does it say about their leadership that they've only been in the program for one full season and they were voted captains?
Yeah, well, it says certainly a lot about them as young people, and It says a lot about our roster, too. We've had a lot of turnover there, even since I've been there. But prior to that, a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces in the program. But those are 2 young men, along with our 2 other captains that did not make it, and Tommy Ellis and Angel Flores, of guys that have really taken a leadership role and helped lead our guys through spring ball and through the offseason in the weight room.
Exciting times down in Flagstaff, no doubt. Brian, congrats again on the job, and thank you so much for your time joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And once again, we're going to be joined by the 3rd member of our team, Tom Wiley, who's alongside Dan Satter.